Hello, welcome to my palmistry lessons. This is an example palm reading of a lady who says that she wants to know why she has so many lines. So I do have some information about her, which I will explain through the video. So let's bring you up the photos I have of her left and right hands. Now, I'll look at the left hand first. I'll get my pen and explain to you what I'm talking about so that you can see. So the first thing on the left hand that I notice is that there are many of these horizontal lines that radiate across this mount of Venus, which is the ball of thumb. They call it a mount of Venus in palmistry. Now, these lines tend to appear on somebody who maybe has a little bit of nervousness, or they have a lot of stress in their life, or that they have had stress in the past. The second lines on the left hand that go diagonally, these are the health lines. Now, it's quite normal to have these health lines. They are also called lines of Mercury. They can talk about or reveal about the person's health. And having 1 to 3 lines is fairly common and shows relatively good health. So it's when there's other lines surrounding it that we start looking a little bit deeper. And she does have these extra lines that radiate around this health line area. So that does indicate to me that there is some kind of a health condition, which she has confirmed to me that she has. Now, it can relate to various different types of health conditions. So for that reason, I'm not going to specify what it is, because on someone else's hand, those lines can mean a different health condition. So that was the third one. The fourth sign that I was looking up here is some of these stress lines. Some of these stress lines radiate all the way across to, and that is showing that at an early age, because we time, this is the lifeline, we time the lifeline, early age is this area here at a young age. So if these lines are crossing over here, that's showing a stressful period during the early years, especially if the lines cross all the way up and they go into the heart line. So it is kind of affected the person emotionally. Some of these lines continue a little bit later, like into the maybe early 20s or around the age of 20, and they also seem to travel across. Now, just quickly, some of these other lines here are normal. These are fate lines. There's some success lines. There's some inspiration lines. They come from the heart line, and that can represent an inspiration later in life regarding career, reputation, hobbies, even business idea. Many things like that can be revealed through this inspiration line. And she does have some partial girdle of Venus lines, but mostly these lines are stress related or some past problems. So they're not predicting future problems, they are just representing what has happened in the past. So looking at the right hand, we've got Same as on the left hand, but I'll talk about it here on the right hand. We have these creases along the lower venous mount. That can show depleted energy. It may represent depleted libido in some cases. In this case, it looks like it is reaching the start of the original fate line early in life, showing stress early in life. And that's also represented here by this mess of lines at the start of the fate line as well. So that fate line is kind of representing the end of the lifeline. She does have a, it's a little bit hard to see on this one, she does have a double life, like a supporting line. So when there's a double lifeline, that shows strength, especially if there are difficult times. So it shows that someone has the strength to get through, and she has support either physically through a person, or mental support, or emotional support, or even spiritual support. So that is a good sign to have for anyone, actually. So the fate line here rises, and there's a secondary fate line that comes and joins in. So the health lines are here too. So part of this mess of lines down the bottom are related to the health line, but also joined to the fate line. So those are just representing that health condition and potential difficult start early in life. And the lines, where are my lines here? Number 2, I forgot to go to number 2. I've jumped to 3 and 4. Number 2, they're called trauma lines. However, they can represent more than trauma. They can, because they're going towards Saturn. Saturn is the middle finger. Lines radiating in an early life towards Saturn can represent early responsibility in life, becoming, say, responsible for your siblings, or many things that a child doesn't have to do, or it can be actual traumatic event that upset the person. So there are various reasons, but in general, we just call those trauma lines. And she does have a partial ring of Solomon here as well, which is a good sign. It represents a sympathetic nature. And the lines that are radiating up here, these are the career or fate lines, and she has double. She has them on the left hand too. She has double fate lines, so that can represent a dual income, or it can represent study and a job at the same time. It can represent somebody who's supporting the person. It can be like the partner's income and your income that work together, things like that. And she has the quite a strong success line from approximately age 50 onwards. The heart line is here, and we have some other inspiration type influence lines rising towards the career line, which tends to be stronger. They seem to start around 35, but they tend to get stronger as the person gets older, by the look of it. And there are some like business or communication lines over here, and this one particular may also be a business line. Many of these lines radiating towards the pinky, some call those passion lines. So they can represent something. For instance, they discover something that they're passionate about and they go after it. So it can be a home business, it can be a hobby, it can be multiple things, but it shows that a passion for it, and maybe even to do with like a communication. The point is that these lines are leaving the heart line. So your heart is what you feel. So it can be something to do that you feel strongly about. So overall, when you see these multiple lines all over the palm, most of them are related to sensitivity, nervousness, or stress, or like difficult childhood. Some of these lines that cross all the way to the heart line can represent an emotional upset. So pretty much all of them represent the past, what has happened in the past that reflects on your palm. So I hope that has helped you a little bit to understand some of these many lines on the palm. If you are interested in becoming a member, I have from levels 1 through to level 4 membership options for priority replies, exclusive members only videos, members only live streams are fun. We have question time, Q&A. Look into my membership options, click on the join button to have a read through all those special perks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.